Hey everyone, welcome to Alsace Village. Yes, checked out the pronunciation. Oh, good old Google. But here we are, Gr4 Mclaren again. Last round in the Gr4's season slowly coming to the end, 2 rounds to go. But let's hop on board the Mclaren and let's do this lap guide for this round. So short run to first corner. Quick note: brake bias -2, -3 to the rear. This track is a tyre killer. As you'll notice, the starting line, the grid spots are staggered, so good should mean clean turn 1 come race day, hopefully. But yeah, let's kick on with what I'm meant to be talking about. So yep, this is race 2 conditions on the soft tyre. Bit of a headwind in the turn 1. I think wind could play a factor here, so just account that into your practice throughout the week, see where it's coming from. So turn 1, 50 metre board or the start of the yellow curb. So brake there, down to second, and then as soon as you can get the power on to hit this apex, up into third for rotation, getting the power out, and then just going all the way out to the edge there. Taking a little bit of strain off this front left when you can come race time, but this is hot lap, so I'm just going to treat it how it should be on a hot lap. So I guess getting tucked in around the middle here, bring it across, don't need to be any wider, getting it tucked in. So I'm looking for the round about here, so kind of just before the start of those right hand turn markers on the left side of the track there. So getting tucked in. Missed a bit of the apex there, but just be careful around here. There is this little rise that I'm just on right now, can push you out wide, so it's better just to ease off the throttle a little bit if you know you're going to drift wide. Going off that grass there, fair chance you're going to go straight across the track to the right side. So again, this track is very known for, if you go off the track, a bit bumpy, very dangerous. So it's always just be on the edges safe. But yeah, that's definitely one track that we want to keep. Put your hours in, get to know it. All the way over to the right here. So here it's just around, well, now. So you start to turn it in, and then just a little lift of the throttle is all you need. Yep. Once you know you're going to make the whole corner, back on the throttle, full throttle, sorry. Coming in, so started this curve just before, just before it, I like to get on the brakes. Trailing it in, because as soon as you start trailing, and releasing a bit of brake, you will get a bit more rotation. So I like with these corners too, upshifting at the apex gets you that little extra rotation. If you need it. Bit of a tricky corner this one, but you're looking just around the rise or just before. This one I went a bit narrow, you can go slightly wider, come in. I'm still not sure 100% which one's quicker. Yeah, using that gear to rotate, not going wide. Looking around this little gap between the end of the white curb and the where the rubbered-in line comes across this white line on the actual tarmac. So around that 50 metre board, turning in. So get off the throttle, just that little bit, as you go over this little rise where I am right now. Keeping it, don't want to be really any higher than the dotted centre lines there. And then just modulating that throttle, just 90 to 100, be gentle on it to make sure you get that rotation around, driving it out. And if I take it quickly back 10 seconds, so just onto that throttle control there, just bring it up, use the gear to rotation. Here you can cut this a bit, right wheels don't go any further than this. The sausages on the left there, if you touch those, you're probably going to go flying. But you can get a track limit penalty here. It's one of the one spots on the track that you can. Letting the car drift out all the way over here to the right. Getting it tucked in. Yeah, so kind of just trying to straight line this corner as much as you can. So again, right wheels about here where I am. You don't want to go too far left. It can get bumpy and unsettle the car, and you kind of want to be back on the tarmac before the curb ends because it's that little drop off before the dip before the actual tarmac again. Hard on the brakes, hard on the brakes. Can use first to get the rotation here, then second gear. Sometimes you can leave it in second, drive it out. Another difficult track, so it's quite technical as you can find, as you would have already thought already. So coming up, full throttle, As you pull across the middle white line, a little lift of the throttle, just to there, so half off. You don't want to get too much more on the curb than that, because again, curbs are quite harsh, can undersettle the car, cause a bit of bounce, cause you understeer wide off up onto this right side. So probably don't need to risk as much as what I did here. Car gets a little bit light in the middle, but it'll grip, especially on new softs. And then yeah, running it out as a small curve, trying not to go wide there is a very common spot to go wide. Alright, coming into the last little tricky bit again. Just a bit of a trial by error. Be careful of your wind here, it will make a big difference. So I've got a bit of a headwind here, but you're looking at about just before the start of this curve on the left to be safe. And hard on the brakes in a straight line, following that racing line. So I like to get it down the second, sometimes crack third at the apex again. Try and keep the car tucked right as much as possible. Down the second, up in the third, the apex again to get it tucked. And racing line, so be careful if you're going in the pits. Stay right straight away and make sure you get that right before this solid line. And there you go, so 59.7. So yeah, look at that tyre wear already. So that's two very hard push laps, and we're already down to what's that? 65% tyre wear. So keep an eye on that. Obviously, you don't need to push the car that hard, especially on the big banking corners. Just be nice on the front left where you can. Yeah. Alright. Good luck, everyone. 2 more rounds to go. Keep up the good work. Let's go to a lap without me talking.